Hello there, Cancer. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot forecast for the week of January 18th through the 24th. I do want to let everybody know I do still have some group mentoring sessions coming up with some slots open. So if you're interested in participating in a mentoring session where you learn a little bit more about exploring your own intuitive abilities, I would love to have you as a participant. Just let me know you're interested in that and we will get you plugged in. Okay, so on Monday, Cancer, what we have coming up for you is the World card in reverse. So this is telling me that you have some kind of dream or goal or target that you have really been wanting to manifest into your experience, into your life. And this card is saying that it's not here yet, but it's a very encouraging card because it does say it's on the way in. It's kind of like a card that says don't give up and keep working towards it. Do what you have to do, keep putting one foot in front of the other, but don't give up on it because you might be giving up just a little bit short of it. So keep on working on it. So that's what we have coming in on Monday, that we don't have that total manifestation in, but we do have the encouragement to keep on working on it. You may actually be seeing some early versions of manifestations or some early hints that it's coming in. So by that I mean, Spirit can use all kinds of crazy stuff to remind us that, Spirit still has our goals in mind. So maybe you have been wanting to manifest this perfect car for you that you think is absolutely fantastic. What can happen is all of a sudden you start seeing advertisements for that car and you hadn't seen advertisements for it before. Or maybe you go into a toy store and here's your little car like in a Matchbox version on display at the checkout counter right in front of you. So those are kind of like what I call early manifestations, the Spirit giving us the reassurance, hey, it's coming in, don't give up. So you may be getting some of those early manifestations. Even if you're not getting the early manifestations yet, this is still Spirit's way of saying, hey, hang in there, keep the faith, it's coming. Okay? So that's Monday. Now, Tuesday, what we have coming up is we have a 10 of Cups. That's wonderful for you, Cancers. 10 of Cups just means that there's some kind of relationship in your life that's going very well. In fact, it's going on to the next level. Now, for a lot of you, this will be a romantic relationship, but this doesn't have to be talking about that. So that you guys who are not in romantic relationships, or if this is not applying, if you are, keep in mind that this can be something going on with a friendship, with a business partnership, or with a family relationship where things are just getting better. Maybe the bond is getting stronger. Maybe you're getting tighter. But that relationship, whatever type of relationship it is moving to the next level on Tuesday. Okay. Let's move on to Wednesday. Wednesday, Cancer. You have a very positive card, actually. This is the Devil in reverse. He's not so much fun right side up, but he's a lot of fun in reverse. And I like him because what he means is that on Wednesday, let's backtrack a little bit so you have the full story. So the Devil card, when it's right side up, talks about facing some fears. So this could be where it looks like maybe something is going to happen that you are not sure how you would handle, and so you're afraid of that thing happening. And so a lot of times to face those fears, they kind of get slammed in our face and we have to face them. Usually we don't have a choice about it. And then we have to think, okay, so what's the worst case scenario here? And what am I going to do if that worst case scenario actually happens? Which usually we all know the worst case usually doesn't. But what am I going to do if it actually does? And then you start to realize, well, you know what? I have things that I could do that would make things not so bad. And it would be, if the worst case scenario happens, I would still live. I would still move forward. And so that's really what I see when the Devil card comes up right side up, is facing those fears kind of in that way. They're kind of thrown in your face and you have to face them. Now, when the Devil card comes in reverse, I love this card because it's talking about those fears that you already had to face, something that was thrown up in your face and you just had to realize, wow, even if this happens, I'll recover, I'll be okay. And so what's going on is a fear that you've dealt with before comes up on Wednesday. And whenever it comes up, you just suddenly realize, it kind of hits you, wow, that used to scare the holy crud out of me. But now I'm not really worried about it. It's not a big deal anymore. And so that's why I love this card, because it's a chance for you to see the growth and the progress that you have made in facing some of those fears that are there for you. So that this really is not even a fear anymore. So when you see it again, it's almost funny. It's like, wow, that used to really get me. Now it's not a big issue. And so you may even start laughing at it literally. So that's Wednesday. Thursday, Ace of Coins in reverse. Very simple meaning here. This just means you're giving somebody a gift on Thursday. Could be anybody in your sphere of influence, actually. Could be somebody who's not normally in your sphere of influence. Could be that you see somebody that's shivering, that looks like they're homeless out on the street, and you have a blanket tucked in your car just for safety reasons, and you go get a blanket and give them that blanket. Could be somebody that you know very well. Maybe somebody just needs some advice. Maybe somebody needs a shoulder to lean on. Maybe somebody just needs you to loan them $50 or $5,000 or $50,000. Who knows? It all depends what kind of circles you run in. But I feel like you giving a gift. And by the way, if you do give somebody this loan that they're asking for, I feel like I said, this is a gift. I don't feel like you're going to be telling them that they need to pay it back. I think you're going to say, just keep it. So a gift is something that we give out of the kindness of our heart. It's not something that anybody necessarily earns. It's just something that we want to do. So that's what I see you doing on Thursday, giving something just because you want to give it. Awesome, awesome, awesome card. Now, on Friday, and how blessed is it to be able to give something just because you want to give and to have it to give? Okay, so Friday, 9 of Coins showing up. The 9 of Coins just tells me that overall you're feeling pretty good about the life or the lifestyle that you've created for yourself on Friday. So there's something going on where you're just really appreciating the way your life is. And it can just be like a moment long that it just hits you like, oh, wow. You know, I work in the very best place. Or you could be out for a walk and you could think, wow, I live in the most beautiful place in the world. Or, you know, it can be a lot of different things. But it's just really having that realization of, you know, my life is pretty good. And it's such a nice realization to have. You know, and a lot of times, well, our lives are all based on our own decisions. You know, what we have is because of the decisions that we've made before. So it's very fair to say, I've created this. What I have is not bad, and I've created it. So that's kind of that moment that you have on Friday. And maybe it lasts longer than a moment. Maybe it lasts all day. Good card to have come up. We have another 9 on Saturday. 9 of Cups in reverse. For those of you who have been watching me a while, you know 9 of Cups in reverse has a little different meaning for me than for a lot of people. 9 of Cups in reverse, somebody in your life is going to be saying, you know what, I'm done with the drinking, or I'm done with the drugs, or they're going to be pushing an addiction away from them on Saturday. So, excuse me. This could be as simple as somebody that, you know, partied way too hard on Friday, and Saturday they wake up feeling like crud and they're saying, oh, I am never doing that again. But for it to come up on in your week like this, Cancer, I feel like this person, like their thoughts are a little bit more serious than the just, oh, this hangover is so terrible. You know, I feel like they are more seriously thinking about what it would be like if I could just beat this addiction. So if you run across somebody like that on Saturday, and obviously we're in a general reading, and so this isn't going to apply to everybody, and what does apply may not apply just exactly the way I say it, but if you run into somebody who is really trying to kick an addiction, or who seems like maybe they really are, the best thing you can do is be supportive of them. Please don't say, you've only tried to kick this like 20 times before. What makes you think you're going to beat it now? That's not what they need. If you do any research at all about what they need, that is like not what they need. Be as supportive as you can, but also be realistic. No, You know, that this is not an easy thing for them to do, and that just because they really do want to doesn't mean that it's going to necessarily happen. So at the same time that you're not rubbing that in their nose, also still be realistic enough to keep it in your mind so that you don't have these super high expectations that really just set the person up for failure. Okay? So, and you for disappointment. So anyway, that's Saturday. Sunday. Page of Cups. This means that you're getting a message of love. It's interesting because for some of you, not for all of you, but for some of you, I'm feeling like it does tie into this card from Saturday, that this person really is feeling how supportive you're being to them, and it's kind of overwhelming to them. So for some of you, that's how it's actually tying in. But not for all of you, and in fact, not for the majority of you. Page of Cups is a message of love that's coming in from somebody else. And this is a message that uh, is really from the heart, but this can be anything from the engagement ring and the chocolates all the way down to a little finger painting that somebody did at preschool. You know, so anywhere in between. So please don't try not to like just focus in on, oh man, maybe I'm getting that engagement ring. Try to be open to whatever expression of love they may be coming to you Sunday, because even though it may not be the big thing that you really want, any kind of expression of love is really a wonderful thing. Okay, so there's your week, Cancers. Thank you so much for stopping by, hanging out, liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I have to tell you, the mentoring sessions that I've been doing recently, I have thoroughly enjoyed them. I love meeting all the wonderful people that come into those. And, you know, I just have the best clients anyway. All of my reading clients, I totally enjoy. All of you too. Thank you so much for all of your support, for letting me be a part of your lives. Everyone have a fantastic week. I'll see you back here the next time. Peace out.